What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Busted Knuckles Prospecting. Today's video, I have firstly gone and checked all the fossicking laws for this particular area, and we are pretty well good to go. Thought the boogeyman just rolled up on me then. Where I'm currently located is more or less at a old reef mine site. As you can see, they've done quite a bit of working down the hill there, chasing the reef. They did do tests, and apparently there was about 30 grams to the ton in reef gold in this particular area. So we are just going to have a little bit of a prospect around, look for some of the indicator minerals to bag up, and we shall take those home and sample them. And if you can't tell, she is quite fresh this morning. We got snow everywhere. I can't really see any quartz outcroppings around this particular area as of yet, but given all the snow on the ground, it is going to be a little bit difficult looking for white quartz in this particular area. We parked up over here somewhere. We've just traversed down into this big cutout, or a big massive gully, which was a reef mine site apparently. So I don't know, I might get down here with the shovel, just do a bit of a dig out, just see what is underneath all the snow and all the grassy stuff. Okay, I spotted some quartz. Yep, here we go. We got quartz. I am now standing on a nice big mound of quartz. So we got some, nice big chunky bits of quartz here. Does not look like what we are kind of looking for. Now that we have sort of somewhat established a bit of an area that we can start sampling from, we're going to work our way from the top of this gully sort of down about level where we're parked with the car, and we will just grab a few bag samples worth of material, and I will be crushing those most likely in the next video. But we will see what we can come up with today, just on site, and with a bit of luck, we might actually go home with some super fine specks of gold, indicating that this spot may be worth coming back to in the future. Ideally, what I would just want to be doing at the moment is just getting some of these large chunks of quartz, giving them a bit of a break open, and just inspect what the insides of them look like. We are looking for rust staining, limonite, or any other juicy minerals that are associated with gold. What I got is a few large sandwich bags in my backpack, and what I'm going to do with those is more or less label them, sample 1, 2, 3, 4 from this particular area, and then we will get them back to the car, load them in the boot, move on to the next mine site, and repeat the process until we work our way back home. So I have got a little bit of work to get done now, removing all this overburden, just so I can see what I'm looking at. Let's get that sorted out, and then we will continue on, eh? Pretty ugly looking dirt, but you never know, eh? Do a test pan on this bad girl. Pull out any quartz in the process. Look at that. I have to take a sample of that home. It's right there for now. just done a test pan from this little spot on the side of the mound. Just got all the clayish, loose, sandy looking material, done a test pan. There was not a speck of gold in that. So we will gather up a small batch of samples of this quartz from this mound here. Now, what I've been doing is just breaking up some of this really mineralized looking material here. We're going to take this home as another sample. There is some pretty juicy looking material, mineralization inside that, so that is why she is coming with moi. And then once we are back at home, we will get to crushing all this up, see what's inside it and all the fun stuff. We got quite a decent sample off this one. So I'm going to shimmy on down here. I'm looking for contact zones. That looks juicy. Let's break that open, eh? Nice, juicy looking stuff inside that. Pretty cool. Throw that up there. Maybe I should take a sample of this material shedding out of the vein. See if there's any goodness in that. But if we find gold in these samples, we can come back for a more thorough prospect. Better interesting. It's like a granodiorite mixed with some quartz. Be a contact zone very close by this, maybe. Let's roll this big bad boy out. Let's see what's up underneath it, hey? Might bag up a sample of this stuff maybe. But what I'll do is I'll sit you guys down for a little while back in the car, get yous on charge so we don't run out of video today. I also have another 3 samples that I more or less have not filmed me gathering up. And those 3 samples just came from down alongside the creek, and there's some exposing quartz just on this little bit of a mound just here. And this is the quartz that we did manage to get out of these areas. So we'll start with this one first. As you can see, there is some bit of mineralization going on inside this. Not exactly sure if it will carry gold, but that's why we got that sample. And the second sample we gathered up from this location is also not the best looking material, but in saying that, it does have some nice features to it that might hold gold. But this is the one I'm mostly interested in, all this red quartzy material. Now, if you look just at the tip of my finger there, if I can get it on the right angle, you will see some silver sulfides in amongst that. Not many, but there are sulfides in that. So I honestly think that might actually have something of juicy value in it. But we will not know that until we get home, crush it down to a nice, respectably fine powder, or as best as we can possibly get it. And then we pan it out, see what the results yield. Oh, she's slushy. We're gonna make it. Are we gonna need snow chains? Come on, sister girl, we'll get the traction. Oh, come on. You can do it, big girl. You got this. You got this, I know you do. Ho-ho. The trick to driving through terrain like this in a front wheel drive car is get a nice steady momentum going and do not stop. Forward driving with busted knuckles. Definitely going to get my ass chewed out when I am back at home. Oh Lord, look at the slush here. Oh, yep. Sorry, babe. It was an accident. I did not mean to hit that puddle or drive up this dirt road or this slushy road. Oops, my bad. Wedge-tail eagle. Definitely some wildlife up here. Oh, lovely. It is now the next day. I'm back at home. I have just started to crush my samples up. I'll show you those in a moment. I just wanted to tell you we're on to a pretty good win on this lot here. I just crushed up 3 rocks about yay size, and check this out. That is all the gold. There's my finger as a comparison. That is all the gold just from 3 rocks. And that's it just there. Juicy looking stuff. It is loaded in gold, so I'm going to continue crushing this lot down, the rest of this rock, or these 3 rocks, and I will pan them out. We'll get them into the snuffer bottle, add it to this, and we will see how much gold comes out of that. And that might just give you a little bit of a taster of what's to come in the next video. So you can clearly see there's a speck of gold at the tip of my shadow just there. There's a speck of gold in there as well. But what I showed you yesterday was all this brown stuff, which clearly looked like gold. But after letting all this material dry out overnight, it would appear that what I thought might have been gold was actually a different mineral, maybe. Or either that, or it could actually be gold, and all this fine gold was just not very pure, and it has started to rust and oxidize. Now what I'm going to do with all this stuff is more or less add a bit of heat to it in off camera, more or less, and just see if it goes back to a goldy color or not. But yeah, very, very weird how that has reacted to the air. Very weird. What I actually want to know is it possible that a low purity gold would oxidize just like this? Now this is the best I can get a look at it for you under the jeweler's loom, but there is gold, little specks of gold in there, but nothing like what we seen yesterday when I freshly
panned it back. It is very, very peculiar to me.
With all that being said, peace, I'm out. Hope you've enjoyed this prospecting adventure, and I'll see yous in the goldfields again real soon.